My name is Arlene Wood, and I'm a widow. When my Ambrose died, a part of me went in the grave with him. It was really, it was really tough those first 2 to 3 weeks there, and then that one night, I just had all I could take. It was just too much, and I wanted to take my life.
My name's Robin Bradford. I was given up for adoption at 2.5 years old, and the circumstances around that, there's a lot of missing information family doesn't know, and I am now a mom. You know, God, there's days I feel like I want to walk out of my house and drive away and never come home, you know, and because I had a parent that did that to me, I mean, I so don't want to let myself feel that. I don't even want to acknowledge that I feel it, you know, and so it's more than, and it doesn't feel to me like stuff I can just chat with my friends about.
My name is Pat Dundas, and there's a history of depression in my family. You know, I'm the all-American kid. I'm the kid who is, you know, student body president. I'm the kid who's involved and lettered in all sports. I involved in every club there was imaginable, you know, and that was the front I was supposed to put on. I was not supposed to lead on any other way, you know. Depression is rough because, I mean, it clouds your whole judgment. The world could be absolutely 1,000% great in reality, but in my world it was the darkest, gloomiest world in my entire life. I didn't want to face it, so I attempted suicide.
I don't know where St. Joseph's Family Center's phone number came from, but I dialed it. I have no recollection of how I got the number, nothing. I just, instead of taking the first bottle of pills, I called the office and said, I want to live again.
Most people, or all people really, are doing the very best they can with what they have to work with. And when people seek therapy or seek counseling, usually they're in a point of some pain.
Being a mom and having that history, the attachment issues and all of that, it's like I need to do my work in order to be able to show up and be a good mom for them. Attachment stuff goes very deep, you know, in a person's psyche, and it really affects my day in, day out ability to be present and bond and be attached with my children. And so I really have to focus on that stuff. And I can do that here.
We take care of body, mind, and spirit, which means we cover more than just the psychotherapeutic or the counseling. We also have healing arts, we have a spirituality section, we have yoga. We think of ourselves as a holistic mental health center.
It just is very rewarding when you have clients that, you know, they come in and they're at one place, and then you get to see the progress that they're making. You get to intervene to make things a little easier for them. You provide them with assistance and, you know, planning their life differently than they are able to on their own, and so very rewarding.
You can't figure out where you're going unless you know where you've been. Counseling does that, and it hasn't been without pain and suffering and anguish. I have stared fear right in the eyes, and I've said, you know, you're not going to have control of me anymore. Being at St. Joseph's has allowed me to face those fears.
St. Joseph Family Center has provided healing for over 100 years. The Sisters of St. Francis of Philadelphia came to Spokane in the late 1800s to build a children's home, relying on the community to help their mission be successful. As the years have passed, St. Joseph Family Center has evolved into today's outpatient counseling, spirituality, retreat, and healing arts center. The center offers a wide range of classes and workshops. The beautiful campus reflects the Franciscan care of the earth and provides the perfect setting for spiritual guidance, retreats, and workshops, and can be rented overnight or daily by groups and individuals.
Really the purpose is to offer an array of things to attract people to what they're interested in working on, say, first or most. So the yoga, for example, is a very low stress, low impact kind of yoga. But it's also about centering and balance, which is fostering the emotional health. And so I think it's a commitment for the overall center that just one thing isn't going to cut it. You know, just a rigorous exercise program isn't going to make you necessarily spiritually centered or emotionally healthy. Just counseling alone might not be enough to tap into what someone's maybe doing in terms of a physical recovery. So offering the array of services, once again, is just an opportunity to get to the whole person.
I don't think I'll ever forget the first day I came here for the mom's retreat, and we came into one of the houses here, and they had, you know, pound cake and cookies and coffee in real coffee cups, not styrofoam cups, you know, real, all set out for the moms, you know, that were in this group. And it was like, it was so nice to feel like I was being taken care of instead of being the one taking care of somebody else, you know, even just for a day.
Donations to St. Joseph's can be designated for a particular area, such as counseling or spiritual direction or healing arts. A certain amount of the money certainly needs to go to our operations, but you can designate toward a certain area of interest that's related to something that you'd like to support here.
The counselor saw the need and asked me, would you like to come every week? I'm like, well, I can't, you know, my financial situation doesn't allow me to. And he said, let me go ahead and talk to some people and see what we can come up with. And that's where St. Joseph met me, St. Joseph's Family Center met me, where my situation was. And they said, you know, being that, you know, you're not able to do this, we want to see you get better. So we're going to drop it to where you can go weekly. And you know, that was huge for me, because my growth from where I was then to where I am now, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that, if I wasn't just doing it every other week. I'm a firm believer in that.
We don't budget for our mental health. And so the price of counseling is a must when you need it. And St. Joseph saved my life. What kind of a price tag can you put on that? I couldn't love life more if I tried right now.